I'm Julie Hornock with United in Autism, and welcome to our super exciting Christmas edition of Two Autism Truths and One Lie. I have a very special guest. It's someone that I've seen from afar for maybe over a year now, and I'm so excited we finally get to meet. Before I introduce her, let me just tell you about her. Her name is Diane Dokko Kim. She is an autism mama, first and foremost, and one of my passions and hearts, things that I love to do is help the churches understand our families. And Diane is fighting more than anyone I've seen out there, just trying to really help the churches understand our families and serve our families and love on our families. And she is so real and so raw. And she is the author of this incredible book, Unbroken Faith. And let me tell you, if you're struggling in any way with your faith and why this is your life, I encourage you to get the book, read through it. It really goes deep, and that's what I like so much about it. There's going to be nothing missed. Whatever thought you've had is going to be in this book about your faith. There is no question that God is scared of, and she dives into it all. So anyway, welcome my beautiful, wonderful guest, Diane.
Thank you. Happy to finally connect. Ho, 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 Julie.
Ho, ho, ho. Yes, I'm thrilled to connect. I just feel like this has been a long time coming, so welcome. And I'll share mine and you can guess, and then you can share yours. Is that cool? Okay. All right. So you have to guess. I'm going to say 3 things, and you have to guess which one of these is a lie. And remember, this is our Christmas edition. So, all right. Our very first Christmas post-autism diagnosis, my daughter did not understand how to open presents, and all of her presents went unopened under the tree. That's the first one. Second one is I put off my daughter's baptism over and over again because I doubted her faith. Third one is that, so this is a little bit of a story. I'm going to be short with it, but one of the times, I don't know why I always kept forcing my kids to do Santa Claus, but I did. And so one of the times when I finally got all 3 of my kids on Santa's lap, she was so mad, but she was trying she was trying to control her anger, because we had been working on just being in situations, and she just took his hand in the white glove and just bit it as hard as she could. So which one of those do you think is the lie?
This is hard because I can see every single one of those things being true in our families' lives.
Yes.
So number 1 is unopened. Can I ask questions? Or is that?
Sure, open book.
So, okay, so the first one is unopened presents.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can see that happening. The second one is baptism. Mm-hmm. And the third one is terrorizing Santa. I can easily see every single one of those. Mm-hmm. Why? Okay, for the second one, why did you hold off on the baptism? What were your concerns?
So I doubted her true understanding of her faith, and understanding God's grace, and that accepting it through Jesus, and really understanding, because I just feel like our kids are so tangible that they also, that's really hard concept for any person to understand, and then she's going to understand it.
Right. I can totally appreciate that. I have that same dilemma. Okay. Going back to the first one. So what happened to the presents? How did she finally get through them?
So I opened them for her, and then we set up a program for the next year to teach her to open them.
Okay.
So it was only one Christmas where she opened nothing. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, the next Christmas we didn't wrap at all, but then the following Christmas we did. So,
putting the heat on you, Julie.
Yeah, it's fine. Hey, I can take heat.
Gosh,
one's ever done this to me, so it's fun.
Yeah. So I seriously, every single one of those things could be absolutely true. I'm gonna go with the second one just because I resonate with that, because I'm dealing with that myself right now.
So you think that one's the lie? The second one is the lie?
I think this first one is the truth, and the first and third ones are the lie.
No, there's only one. There's only one lie.
Oh, there's only one lie. Oh shoot. Okay. That's wrong. Okay. So the baptism one is probably true. I think the terrorizing Santa is probably true too. And so I think the first one is a lie. What kid doesn't want to open gifts?
No. So she really didn't. She just didn't have the ability to understand Christmas. So she had no understanding at all, like, of our traditions in Christmas. It meant nothing to her. And, for her to understand there was something she wanted under paper that she couldn't see was just not an option. She just didn't have that skill. And so the next year I actually put presents unwrapped under the tree, but she didn't want anything new. She only liked like 5 toys. And so then I took her favorite octopus and we did this whole program with it where I taught her that there was fun stuff under, I'd wrap it.
Made a analysis out of opening presents.
Yeah, it was a whole program, but honestly, it worked. And like, it just showed me we can teach our kids these things, but they do have to sometimes be taught, and it was a really neat experience to see her going from no understanding or care of Christmas to now she like leads it in our home. Like, she's the one doing the tree. She's the one putting the Christmas music on. She gets really excited. So the other truth is the baptism thing. And it was just really hard for me to think that she understood our faith. And I know a lot of parents may go through this, but I had someone tell me, our beautiful leader told me, God doesn't make a person he can't reach. And just because he's not reaching her the same way he reaches you or the other people, it doesn't mean he's not reaching them. And it was also very convicting to me because I felt like I was judging her faith. And that, as a mom, that's the last thing I should have done. And it really made an impact on me that I don't know what other people's faith looks like. And it's not even my business, even my own daughter. So I just trust when she was asking to be baptized that she could be baptized, So the lie was the Santa's hand and biting it. She actually, she was obsessed with the gloves. She didn't mind sitting there. She was just kind of like clueless, and she was obsessed with the gloves and she would just sit there like this. And she didn't look up at the picture because she was doing this. So.
Fixating on the glove.
Yeah. I can totally see a kid biting Santa though. Wouldn't that be something our kids would do?
Yeah, that's why that was tough. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, I can't wait to hear yours. I know you're so fun. I know you've come up with good ones. So.
Okay. So 2 lies, 1 truth, right?
2 truths and 1 lie.
Okay. Got it.
Truths and 1 lie.
Okay. 2 truths and 1 lie.
Okay.
All right. The first story I'll call MACY'S San Francisco. And since we've got a Christmas theme going, these are all Christmas related stories.
Okay.
So one year we were Christmas shopping at MACY'S in San Francisco.
Okay.
And MACY'S in San Francisco, it's one of those very rare historic buildings that we've got on the West Coast. You're in Texas, right? So, most things on the West Coast are fairly new. So in Union Square, it's a traditional, building. So MACY'S has those, store display windows that you think of when you think of New York City.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was a MACY'S with a really fancy store display. So we went to shopping and he eloped and he was gone for about 45 minutes. And you can guess where and how we found him is because the passers-by, the pedestrians started to report a little boy playing with the train in the store display window of MACY'S.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
Number 1. All right. Okay. Elopement at MACY'S and found in the store window. Okay. Story number 2 is the year that we canceled Christmas. So, like you, the first year that Jeremy was diagnosed, we were like, ugh, blah humbug. We've got no Christmas spirit this year. Everything's terrible. We were spending $120,000 in ABA therapy, so this is before we learned how to work the system and insurance and all of that. So we had no money, we had no emotional energy. We said, we're not doing Christmas, we have no spirit, we're not getting a tree or anything. So at that time, my husband and I were interning some college students at our church. So these students snuck into our home and built Christmas into it. So they brought in a tree, created everything. Yeah, and so they said, it's not for you guys because we know that you guys are bah humbug, but we did it for Jeremy. Jeremy deserves Christmas even though you guys are whatever. That's story number 2, the year that we canceled Christmas, but some elves smuggled Christmas into our home.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And so the third story is, again, Christmas. This was during the early intervention years. And my extended family, who lives in Los Angeles, is about 6 hours south of us in Northern California. We all agreed to rendezvous at this amusement park called Gilroy Gardens in the area which we live in Northern California. And it's kind of like a Disneyland, and they're famous for their holiday lights and all of that. So I said, this is awesome. We bought tickets in advance, and my relatives drove 6 hours from Los Angeles to meet us at Gilroy Gardens. Well, wouldn't you know, 30 steps in past the turnstile, our son has a complete meltdown, sensory overload with the lights and the smells and whatever. And so he's freaking out on the pavement. It takes me and my husband, you know, wrestling with him and all the judgment. Oh, you know, possessed, spoiled child, an evil parent. They don't know how to parent and all that. So we dragged him kicking and screaming back to the car. And Gilroy Gardens, you know, just got an abort. And so everyone just kind of, you know, was super duper awkward. So everyone just kind of packed up, got back to the cars, and we all just drove home in silence.
Oh, gosh. Oh. Okay, this is tough. The third one, we've had that exact experience, but it was at a fireworks thing, and you know, it's just
fireworks.
That's our life. Like, we expect them. You know, it always hurt when it happens because it's something you're looking forward to. Oh, so I think that's true. So the Macy's thing is like something that feels like the movie version of what our lives are like. That feels prettier than what our lives are actually like. And the elf thing, I think, happened to you because you actually got this elf hat, and I feel like it went with the story, you know, and you like ran with the theme. So I'm gonna say the lie is the train in Macy's.
Ding, 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 ding. You are correct. That is the lie.
Yes. Doesn't that feel like if they're making a movie about our lives, though, that's going to be in the movie? Like, that's what it would look like. And even though really, instead of him just playing with the trains, he would be like crashing the trains and making noise, and like, it would just be a whole lot messier.
Yeah.
I love it. And what a beautiful story of people coming into your home and bringing, I mean, that kind of, one of the things about this journey is just the kindness that we are shown in different places. I mean, awfulness too, but kindness.
Yeah, absolutely. Julie, I would say, and wouldn't you agree that one of the unexpected blessings of this life is that you get to experience the worst of people, but also the best of people?
Yes, I mean, that's true, but also it brings out every single day, it feels like, the worst of me and the best of me.
Absolutely.
Because it's like in our own family, I feel like we're just under this pressure cooker in this heat. And so it's like, you're a mess and then you're great. And then, you know, but it's the same thing. Like, I've had some of the most kindest people do things for me that I will never forget. And I feel like without autism, I'd have never felt that kind of kindness. Yeah. And then some of the ugliest things also, you know, so, I mean, that's just part of our journey. And I feel like the biggest thing is I get to share it with someone like you. Like, we would have never met, you know? So thank you for your stories. They're beautiful and fun, and I love your hat, and it's been great to meet you. So where can we find you? How can everyone find you?
I have a website. It's DianeDokkoKim.com, DianeDokkoKim.com. But I mostly love connecting with folks on Facebook. So Diane Dokko Kim on Facebook. We have a lot of fun there.
Okay, that's perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and put all the links below in the comments so everyone can check that out and connect with you. And thank you for the work you're doing in the churches. It means a whole lot to me, and I know so many others, as they're going to be able to get plugged in and loved. So thank you for the work.
Thank you, Julie. It takes all of us, right? It takes all of us falling together.
It really, really does. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a fantastic and happy Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you too.
See you later.